Okay, here's that stamping that we sent you. You're going to do. We're going to do it on your same brown holster that you've always been making. You're gonna redo it though. You're going to do Otto Sindel Berlin 1941 with the proof, but you're going to shrink this down a little. It's a little big. You're going to shrink it down, and then below it you're going to make to scale this mark. So we're going to try to bump this up, start it in this area here, and fit the Afrika Korps symbol here. If it's undoable, we'll put the Afrika Korps symbol down here, but I'd really rather have it here. But we can shrink Otto Sindel Berlin. It can be a little smaller. It can be about that size. We can do Otto Sindel Berlin 1941, the proof, and then the Afrika Korps symbol right below it above this stitching. And then we'll have a whole different market for the same holster. While I have you here, we're also going to do a World War I holster. Now there's a difference in the World War I holster. You can keep the front even though you've never been truly correct on the front. You're creeping up a little. I'd like you to kind of creep back down if you could. You see the difference? Yours is way up here. This one comes almost all the way down to the buckle. I'd like to work on that in the future. On the back, the World War I, the pouch is attached differently. If you notice, the pouch isn't part of the back. Where World War II era, the pouch is part of the back. And it's a nice dark drum dyed brown instead of this more painted on brown that you guys do. And if you notice, they don't do the stitching across either. The stitching is all entirely different how they did it. So if we could work on that as well, so we note the differences in the stitching. That's still there. This cross stitching is gone, and the pouch is on its own versus part of the back of the holster. So the holster's made and the pouch is attached versus here where it's worked in. Here it's completely a separate piece. So I'd like to work on that, plus work on dropping this front piece down. And then the mark is going to be Kraus, K-R-A-U-S, Heinz, just like we have here, H-E-I-N-Z, 1916, Muhin. And if you notice what they use, they put the two little dots above. So M, U with the two dots, N, C-H-E-N. Now I'd like to get a sample of one with the correct top flap if you could, because if you notice there's a big difference in top flaps, and then again the difference in here. And this is going to be for World War I, and the flap does need to drop down for the World War II though as well. Thank you.